So let's take a look at Google Classroom today. Okay, you're going to go to classroom.google.com to get there. And you can see mine looks like this, but you're going to sign in first, and you just sign in using your Google Education account. Okay, when you first get in, you will notice I already have classes set up, so you're just going to look just a slightly bit different, but you're going to have this plus sign in the upper right corner, and if you click on that plus sign, it lets you do two different things. You can create a class or you can join a class. So why would you want to join a class? Well, I have teachers join each other's classes so that they can see the content that's happening in another person's classroom, especially for special education teachers, for example. It's great to be able to see what's going on in several classrooms and be able to sort of jump around whenever they need to based on what a student's needs are. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create a class. All you have to do is name your class. You can put a section if you want to. You can also put a subject if you want to. And then you just hit create. And you get something that looks a little like this. Okay, so this is the interface of what your classroom will look like. If you don't like the photo that's in the background, you can select a theme and change it around to whatever you want it to be. So there's lots of different themes to choose from. You can also upload a photo if you want to. Okay, so just to personalize it a little bit. Can't really change what the page itself looks like except for that picture at the top. All right, so let's look at sort of where everything lives. You'll notice that down in the right-hand corner, you're going to see a plus sign. And if you hover over that plus sign, you'll notice that some different possibilities come up. Okay, so you have the ability to create an announcement, to create an assignment, to create a question, and if you create a question, the students can actually answer it right here in Google Classroom. You can also reuse posts. Okay, so if you posted something 3 weeks ago and you want to remind the students about it, you can just go to reuse a post and bring that post back up. All right, so pretty simple interface. When you have students, the students are going to live in this Students tab in the middle. There's a couple different ways to get your students to sign in. The easiest way is to just have them to go to classroom.google.com, and after they sign in using their Google account, which I'm sure they're used to, if they hit that plus in the corner like you did, they're going to have just the option to join a class, and they would just use your class code, which you can see is right over here. Okay? So it's pretty simple to get them to sign in. You could also invite them via email, but typically schools don't have email activated for their students, so it's easier just to use that classroom code and have them all sign in at one time. All right, there's a new feature that recently came to Google Classroom, and it is the ability to email parents or guardians of students and give them sort of progress updates. So that's the newest feature that is out, and that's also going to be found in the Students tab. Also notice over on the right-hand side of the Students tab, you can control what students are able to do in Classroom, okay? So I have it set so that my students can post and comment. If you don't think that you want them to do that right within Classroom, then you can certainly change that, okay? So they can comment only, or you can set it that only you are able to post and comment. All right, there is also an About tab here, and the About tab is just about you, basically. And so this would be about your classroom, and you could, put other things in here if you want to. I'll just also notice in About that I have the ability to invite a teacher. So if you ever co-taught with somebody, or maybe the two of you teach the same subject and you want to collaborate in your classroom, if you invite a teacher in, notice at the top of the screen where under it says my name, your name would pop up right next to, or the other teacher's name would pop up right next to yours. So it would look like the class is actually being controlled by multiple teachers. Okay, so it just changes it a little bit. Let's go back to the Stream tab, because this is the one you're going to use most frequently. I'm going to hit that plus sign again, and I'm going to show you what it looks like to create an assignment. Okay, so let's just title it Sample Assignment. Notice that you can set a due date. You can also have a topic. You can create a topic here if you want to, totally up to you. And you can add in instructions. So maybe I want to have students read the attached article and then complete the quiz. Okay, so notice here that I can upload a file to attach, and that does not have to be a Google file, all right? So if it's a Word document, whatever it is, I can still upload it with that button. Right here, I have the ability to just reach out to my Google Drive to get something, and we'll do that in a second. I could add a YouTube video if I wanted to. I could also add a hyperlink that goes out to some sort of website. Okay, so what I've done now is I've added a couple things in. Notice that I added these from Google Drive. So if I wanted to reach right out to my Google Drive and find something that I already created, I can do that. And then notice over here on the assign that I have the ability to either assign it now, schedule it, or save it as a draft. So I don't necessarily have to use it right this minute. So you could actually go in here and schedule assignments for the next month if you wanted to. Okay, I'm just going to say assign because I want you to see what an assignment looks like. Okay, let me see. It is not letting me attach one of these files. So let me go out and get something different. We'll do this one. And now let me see if it'll let me assign it. There we go. So that's what an assignment looks like. Notice you have a done and a not done button. So once students start completing this assignment, you'll see how many of them are done and not done. But I obviously have to have students assigned to my class in order to do that. And because I just created this class, I don't have any students in it. Okay. When there would be students in there, I could click right on the Done tab to get to their assignments. All right, so I want you to see that part. We'll also, look one-on-one about what does the student side of this look like? What are they going to see? The nice thing that has changed in Google Classroom recently is that students do not need to visit their Google Drive at all anymore to work within Google Classroom. So if I assign them, for instance, to write an essay about an article that I threw in here, they would have the ability to create a Google Doc right from Google Drive or Google Classroom and turn it in from here. So they never actually have to go out to their Google Drive to do things anymore. Okay. Also notice that anytime I'm assigning something, and if I use a Google form, if I want to view the responses to that form, I actually have a link right here to do that. Also, when I go and attach something, so let's go in and edit this, and I'm going to add in one more thing. If I were attaching, say, a Google Doc, okay, like this one, notice that it gives me the ability right here to control what students can do with that Google Doc. So do I want them to just be able to view it? Do I want them to be able to edit it? If I had students in this classroom already, it would also give me the option to give a copy to each student. Okay, so that option would pop up as well. All right, thanks for watching. Hope this helps.